Does
And
Speed
yeah.
Gaming chat hearing us?
What? I accidentally muted.
Or not yet?
Yeah, there's an audio delay, so they'll probably be hearing you. Well, so you'll probably be hearing this little bit as well. So yeah, you can get going with the introductions if you want.
Okay. Um, Hello everyone. I'm WDN2010 and here is my commentator Ezeals.
Hello, I'm Izzy. I've been playing this game for as long as I've had a mobile device in my pocket.
Okay, what's happening? Is it speedrun of Mobile Tycoon? Yes, that's game dev story on the Obscurathon. And we are starting this game. We are going to create an awesome game dev studio and create a game that will have a Game of the Year awards. That's how category names. And Twitch chat, if we have some just a minute. We can name our company in free text, and from our Obscurathon Discord we've got already name for studio, but during the run you can suggest your names for game titles. If you will suggest something funny and cool, we are making sure to include this title in our run. And we are starting in 3, 2, 1, go!
Alright.
Yeah, we are starting with just some fast menuing. We are changing game options to run this game faster. We are starting our first hiring because Game Dev Studio should hire new employees, of course. And we are starting to create our very first game. So, can you please tell Izils about how actually the game is developing in this game?
Alright, so in this game you have, as you can see at the bottom, we have the nice little bar with the hype, fame, the percentage, bugs, shows what kind of game we're making. So in this case we're making a new game, we're not making a sequel or anything like that. And the 4 icons that are currently being hidden by the... Ooh, we're gonna have to restart.
Yeah, not pretty much restart, we are just...
Or reboot real quick.
Yeah, we are reloading the game to reroll a set of employees. That's pretty much kind of RNG manipulation. Just because we wanna have a good set of employees for the next around 2 in-game years.
And what those employees are going to do is, as you can see, we're looking through the stats of each one. They have their 4 stats matching with the 4 icons. Those are gameplay, creativity, graphics, and music, if I remember correctly off the top of my head. Or programs, graphics and sound, and then they are hired off of scenario and... I forgot what the other one was.
This one is creativity.
Creativity, yes. So each one of those will line up with one of the 4 at the bottom there, and you basically want to have each employee power through each one as fast as possible with the most points as possible to make the best game possible. And with each employee hired, they unlock different genres, different game styles, and they all have their own different work ethics. Very funny pun names as well. I know one of them is Gil Bates. Yeah, right there, Gilly Bates.
Gilly Bates currently is creating game art for our very first game.
Original OC, do not steal, not inspired by any real person.
Yeah. And currently we are making the first game. It has several stages with milestones. At milestones we are making at first scenario, at second game art, and the third is soundtrack. And to be honest, our first game will be not really cool. We are making it just because some in-game requirements to have a growth for Game Dev Studio. We have to create at least one PC game. So it takes 16 points. There is some kind of Metacritic here for experts, which are placing from 1 to 10 their score, and summary of their score is game score at all. And we've got around 4 out of 10 for this game.
Pretty
Which is
good
not-
first start to the game, honestly.
Pretty okay, I believe. Yeah, and here is some kind of scary reality, because at start we are not going to be game dev studio at all. We are going to be an outsourced company who is working on contracts. Okay, I believe you can tell a bit more about this mechanics.
So with the contracts, what we are doing is we are getting basically just a certain amount of creativity and graphics points we're just basically doing it for another company, and they're gonna pay us a cool 250 grand if we can get it done within a certain time frame. So with this one, it looks like we have 10 weeks to get 8 gameplay points and 18 graphics points, which doesn't look to be a problem. We've already got more than halfway on both things, and we're only a week in. So right now, it's just we're going to just keep grinding these out real quick to get a lot of money, so we can hire the best employees we possibly can to make the best game we possibly can.
Yeah, and the problem why we actually don't working on the games is just because for this game, PC platform is not really spread well, just because probably it's around start of 90s, and yeah, so that it's really more wealthy and more profitable to work on contracts, because we with new games we barely can farm the same money that we spend on game development.
Right.
Yeah, okay, and I see that people in chat already can see some of the cool names like California. Absolutely.
There are there's some really good character pun names. I think every character is completely unique with their own sprite sheet and their own name. I know there is a monkey in the game you can also get. I believe it is a hacker at the end, or it's a very later game unlockable.
Yeah,
But the monkey is always needed on the team.
Yeah, unfortunately, we will not cover all the available in-game contents, because in Game Dev Studio you have an option to create your own console. You can unlock some secret characters and some secret companies. One of them are exactly the Kairosoft, the actual developer of this game. And that's pretty awesome. But at least we will create a company that will be able to unlock all of these features during the time. Oh my, that's an event because we are not creating new games. After developing the first game, we've got some fans who are looking for our studio. But as far as we stop developing any games, there will be sometimes events, just because we are not making new games. We will return to game development, I promise.
There is game deving in Game Dev Story, guys. Don't worry, it's not outsourced story. Not yet.
Absolutely.
And as WDN saw on screen a couple minutes ago, the Exodus was just announced. So in this game, as the years progress, more and more consoles become available to develop on, and they discontinue after a certain amount of time, and they all have their own progression system with units and popularity and demographics. Forgot the word there.
Yeah, absolutely. There is some kind of live in this game. The world lives. There are events. There are new consoles, new games. Okay.
Like these salesmen coming around every now and then to come sell you some boosts and career changes.
Yeah, and a salesman is very important for this speedrun because he allows different kind of products we can buy. The most important that we is a career change menu. There is a system where you can train and level up your employees, and we are going to train one employee to get him to be a hacker man. That will be just as far as we'll move to the second office.
And to get that first office upgrade, you need to get that 100 or 1,000,000. I don't know why they hadn't programmed a million, but that's all right. And after, I believe it is year 4, and then
Start of year 4.
The start
Absolutely.
of year 4, you get the option to upgrade, and I believe it costs $600,000. So we gotta have that 600,000 by then, which we will definitely have.
Absolutely. Probably for my PV runs, we'll have around just a little less than 4 million. Here we'll have a little bit less, just because we failed at least one contract. But that's totally fine. We'll definitely move to the second office. We will just need around 1 in-game year to do this, which is about 5 minutes RTA time. Might be a little bit more. Okay, what else we can tell about this pretty beautiful game?
I believe we can talk a little bit about the sequels. So when we get to the point later in the game, we probably won't be doing a lot of sequels, if any at all. But if you, with those critics at the end of a game development cycle and they review the game, you have the 4 critics, they rank it on 1 to 10. If you can each get them to an average of 8, which would equal to 32, you are allowed to make a sequel for that game. So you have all the pre-existing hype from the previous game built around it, and the mechanics work slightly differently, as fans already know that they're expecting that kind of game again. And you can have your staff get burnt out on sequels, you can have your fans get burnt out on sequels. There's a lot of different moving parts to this game you have to consider. It's very realistic, so to speak.
Yeah, and I'm just kindly remind to chat that you can suggest your game titles, and the best game titles will appear in this speedrun right at the moment when we'll start developing games at all.
Once we start developing games, you guys are going to be impressed by how crazy good they're going to be.
Absolutely.
Oh, the Super Nintendo is getting launched. Very cool.
Yeah,
I wonder what games it'll have.
That's IES console. Totally not Nintendo. No, don't copyright us, please.
The IES. It's not. It's very different.
Absolutely. Actually, we are also waiting for another console created by Nintendo, which is a Game Kit. It's absolutely widely spread. It will sell around 2.5 million devices, and that's pretty much profit to create games for this console instead of PC in this game.
The game kit is absolutely a massive console in this game, so we want to make sure we're developing stuff for it as much as possible. And that unlocks at year 3, month 11, so right there at the end, we should be getting here pretty soon.
Yeah, and there are lots of other consoles from Sangra, Play Status, and Genius console, like that. I don't exactly remember. But we are, for this speedrun, we are working with a game kit just from start of release until we are getting the Grand Prix. Just because it's worthy enough. And making games for every new console also requires to buy a license, which costs some amount of money. And
specifically for the game kit, it's going to cost us $550,000, which isn't going to be too much of an issue considering we're sitting at a cool $2 million right now.
True.
But we are going to see a lot more funny console names that are definitely original and totally not parodies of anything else.
Absolutely, and we are about 3 in-game months till the game kit release, so we should be careful with these contracts and should be ready to start creating our second game in this game dev story speedrun.
We had to take a nice 4-year break to make our next magnum opus.
Absolutely. Yeah, sometimes employees are coming to suggest their help into developing their contracts or boost some game stats. And currently we are refusing their suggestions because we are trying to save that research data points which are generating during the development or by finishing the contracts. At the end of contracts there are messages that you've earned some amount of research data, and we'll spend them in just a couple of months.
There it is, there's the game kit.
Okay, game kit is released, and that means that we are ready to click that new game button. Yeah,
We're gonna make an awesome reverse eye game real quick. Everyone's favorite.
Okay, stats are still not that great. We have 6 fun and 5 creativity. It's okay-ish, kinda. We will create an average game. This time at least we'll fix the bugs that we have in the game. For the first game we just shipped this without any fixing. So that was awful.
I'm sure the reverse eye bugs, we gotta patch that AI up, we gotta make sure it doesn't find any fatal flaws in our system.
And
really baked putting in work with the graphics.
Yeah, absolutely. So most of points are making between that milestones, and generally they are just producing +1 or +2 stats, but sometimes in play can go into focus and make some amount of music or graphics points, and that really boosts the game development. Okay, we've got a message that we are moving to the second office, and that means that
get a slight boost in fans. Everyone's excited for us for our new office. We can hire a couple more people.
Absolutely. And we are going to start the second hiring process. Okay, just skip that message. and probably we are. There is a chance that we are going to make a. Okay, we've got that's K employee that we wanna find at this stage, George Marlin. To be honest, I'm not pretty sure if that's George Carlin or George Martin, something between them.
Maybe it's a mix of both.
Probably.
I think that's the pun. Goodbye, Amy Les.
Yeah, sometimes we have to fire employees to hire better ones. That's how game development works.
Exactly. Unfortunately, Gilly Bates is just no match for our good new pal, not Shigeru Miyamoto. But as you can see, we also still unlocking a bunch of new genres, even with
Okay,
every different developer.
and I see Dank Revolution. I really like that.
The best puzzle game.
Puzzle reverse.
A three.
Absolutely.
A
Three.
three. A three.
3 out of 10. I'm sorry for shooting this one. Okay, what we are doing at this point, we will wait till we have got some amount of money and just a little more of contracts. Just 1 more month, I believe, till the moment where when we have year's salary, because we have to pay salary to our employees once a year, just at the end of month 3, and we will have not amount of money to create another game. Just wait a second. Okay, we are good, but we need to make one more thing. Just spend this research data and train George Marlin. At this stage, he is not becoming a hacker, but we are going to increase his stats and his salary as well, because every level up increases employee's salary by 20%, and we've got to pay him a little, much more money. I can estimate that we would spend around the same salary as we pay to all the other employees that we have right now. He's becoming so wealthy. So it's pretty cool idea to pay salary at first and then level up George Marlin.
Now we have a year where we don't have to pay him $200,000 more.
Absolutely.
Decently scummy thing to do, but in the terms of speedrunning, it's alright. As you can see, we also just unlocked a new game type with it.
Yeah, the idea of training by itself is not really profitable and wealthy, just because it slightly increases employee stats, but the main idea is to unlock the game titles when you're training your writer. Okay, we just got a little not enough research data. 1 more contract, and I guess we can just we can't cancel it, but okay, we'll just finish that contract and level up George Marlin once again. He's level 5 designer, and that will unlock a producer job for him. So we are using career change manual once again, and he is now quite overstaffed producer. Okay,
and as you can see, another fun little mechanic of the game is as the years progress, your fan base will age up, and you'll have to capture the new younger audience as well.
Damn, I forgot that we had to buy a license a little bit earlier. Damn, okay, not a big problem.
We're getting a ton of research points from this one, though, at least.
Okay.
Saw a couple big ones.
Not this one. I will not buy anything from salesman this year. That's totally okay. And we are going to create our first fantasy RPG game for GameKit, of course.
Which looks to be titled Italian Spider-Man.
Probably. We have some titles suggested in Discord as well before the run. Probably
Of
we
course.
can use them as well, but Italian Spider-Man will be... Okay, I believe we can use Discord title right now, and the second game will be Italian Spider-Man with the perfect combination of game type and genre. And we've got amazing scores for the initial scenario. At this office, our target is to create at least 2 games that will get awards for their graphics or music. We are joining the Game Awards starting from this year. This event will happen every year at the middle of December. And during the first year participation probably will not get Game of the Year award, but it's totally fine.
I would not be opposed to getting Game of the Year award this first year, though. It'd be a very big decrease in time.
Yeah, and seems like for this game we already have really nice graphics. And there is a real chance that it will get Design of the Year award. And there is also mechanic of kinda analog of E3, which is game decks, getting place every July. But for this speedrun we are skipping all the events because they have pretty annoying and long animation. It's just unskippable cutscene.
I believe the cutscene takes, want to say, around 30 seconds, and there's no way you can skip it, so it just takes too much time.
Absolutely, and participating every year is annoying. Okay, we have Supernova Fantasy
8,
RPG.
7, 6,
Oh my god, that was 2 points from getting 8 out of 10, and that's really important point because getting 8 points means that your game becomes gets into Hall of Fame, which boosts the sales and allows you to create sequels, and we already told about that a little bit earlier. Okay, and our second combination of amazing game type and genre is simulation romance. And we are getting a little bug just because when you are using one employee once and once again, he's getting tired while making scenario. But there is a bug that allows us to avoid this fine and use the same employee once and once and once again. Some kind of crunch.
So it can sufficiently crunch our employees without burnout. As you can clearly see in the game dev story speedrunning, there are no morals. As you can see, they are all hyper focused on their work. They're doing everything they absolutely need to do.
Absolutely true.
Home life does not matter.
Supernova have got 500,000 sales. Copies.
Very good for our third game.
Yeah.
Or was that our second game even? Was that our second or third? I believe it was our third.
Okay, I forgot to name our first game, unfortunately. It's just game number 1.
It's okay, every game company starts with a good game number 1. Look at Nintendo.
Absolutely. Okay, and for this game we hope to have some points for sound, because we are going to get award for OST.
If we get if we get a good sound score here, that would be incredible. If we could somehow manage to pull both the awards we need at the first year.
Okay, that seems pretty good, I believe. Just a little. We would like to see a little bit more. It's just a little bit risky. Okay, not a big deal. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I promise that will be Italian Spider-Man.
There it is. The classic romance game.
Absolutely.
A 7, they do good work. An 8.
8.
Game of the year is an 8.
Okay, 7 out of 10. Pretty good score.
Pretty alright.
Okay, and another fantasy RPG. This one we are going to create just because we would like to get more money before getting into new office. If we'll get our 2 required awards, I believe we'll get. Let's take a look. Okay, stats for this game are pretty much average, I would say. That's totally fine. We are not hoping to get any award with this game.
Italian Spider-Man was number 5 on the charts, baby. Everyone loves it.
Absolutely.
And as you can see, as we find these games that match with direction, so as we pair them up, they both level up and become, I guess, more efficient for our developers to work on as they figure out how to make things.
Yeah, to be honest, this mechanic is not that clear because there are some points that you can put into some aspects of the game, like simplicity, game world, and other else, and there is no documentation or explanation of what they are meaning. But yeah, with increasing a level of genre and game type, you can get some additional points. Okay, best design Supernova, best music Italian Spider-Man. Yay!
Perfect. Exactly what we
Okay,
wanted.
and Space Barrier from Senga as a Grand Prix. That's okay. The main idea is that we've got 2 awards, and soon we'll get suggestion to move to the 3rd office, which is pretty much amazing.
That was incredible. That we got the first.
Sure, Chad. We'll name this game 2 Seconds Simulator, I believe. Just as it was suggested in Discord. It sounds great for fantasy RPG, I believe.
I also completely agree. Look at our fan base, gone up 1,400%. 461,000 units of Italian Spider-Man were sold.
Great. Really nice. Okay, and we are going to finish with this game. See. Boom! 6. 6.
So,
6. And 7.
7.
Just a little bit above that 6 out of 10. Something around that. We have time to create 1 game for just a little bit more money. Okay, abusing this mechanic of tirement once again.
I also really like the sound effects in this game. I don't know what they're just so charming to me. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. And probably the basic mechanics for every Kairosoft game is around the same, but it's pretty nice. So it's really fun to play every Kairosoft Tycoon in different settings like GrandPrize story or Pocket League story or another ones. But Game Dev Story was my first game. It's in my heart.
Yes, game dev story plays a very important role in my personal gaming history. I think this is one of the first games that really kickstarted my love for the tycoon game genre. I don't talk about tycoon games enough, like as I feel like I should. I love Kairosoft games; they're so charming. And if you're interested, this game is on the Switch, and I believe for like $5. It is absolutely worth your time. It is also just available on mobile too. I would highly recommend it. Let me look up the Switch price really quick. It's $14 on Switch. To be honest, it's worth it. Use some gold points on it. Very good port of the game.
Okay, we've got another company sales record. Probably that's with 2-second simulator.
Everyone loves to suck toes. It's just kind of the thing. And now they can do it on their Game Boy.
Game Kit.
Game Kit, of course. My apologies. Original game console. 6,900,000 units. Perfect. We got a nice line out at GameStop. People waiting for this next game. Haven't even announced the title of it yet. That's how big it is.
I missed the moment where we already paid the salary, and that means we can just get more employees, and they could be more expensive, just because we are going to Hollywood agency. And we've... Oh!
Another
I forgot to change
store.
title. Game number 6. Sorry. Okay, we'll have more
good.
games, I believe. Okay, let's just wait a bit and make some contracts.
Get our money up a little bit here. And get our research points up. I agree. LBPSec and chat.
Okay.
Critics clearly just don't understand the nuances of toe sucking.
Okay, new employees. We are getting Stefan Jobson, Mindy Crawford. Yeah, sounds good. And
We're gonna get some.
do we have at least one hacker? Not this time. Oh, okay, not a big problem. We're just getting another person.
Donnie Jep.
Okay. We are good at this point. There is a chance that this year we are continue creating new games by just keeping awards. We are going to get some amount of money. I bought another career change manual. Why I did that? Okay. Just a little bit more boosts, and we are going to create another new game right here and right now.
We're gonna have our absolute legendary writer George Marlin write the game proposal. Never steered us wrong before.
Absolutely.
He's so confident in his work he doesn't even need a shirt on to do it. Or pants, nonetheless. California was a
Oh,
necessary
we fired
sacrifice.
California.
Unfortunately.
Things happening.
Just the way of the times. The graphics are doing really good before we even really hit the graphics stage.
Okay, and
The Plague
new
Year.
console. And it has only 2 million devices, less than GameKit had during release, and even more, by creating games for any specific console, we can increase some sales and market sharing for specific console. So it's probably even more popular than it was at release. We can take a look, just quite close look, I believe. Where it is info stuff list? Not really. There should be somewhere research. Yeah, GameKit has 2.5 and 90,000 more cells.
He needs the shirt off for the ultimate immersion and toe-sucking writing. Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. He's gotta feel it, you know. Charles Royal composing the best soundtrack you ever heard.
Okay, how do you think? Is there a chance that this game will get into Hall of Fame?
I think this is one of our highest chances for a game to get in that Hall of Fame yet.
Okay, that will a little bit less cells that we've expected, and so that I want to try another game title from our Discord. How about naming this like One Man's Sky? No, 7.
Hang on.
7. Okay, that was really
10?
close. 7.5 out of 10. Yeah.
We're so close.
We are really close.
Next game we make is gonna be the one. I can feel it.
Okay, what we just need is to get a little bit more cool employees. So and to do that we need a little bit more money for that. So we are continue creating new game titles. I believe the next title we'll get from Twitch. Chat.
This is another dating simulator game, chat, so... Confession, I played game devs for a few years, but I never fired anyone because it broke my heart on the fire employee screen. Aw, that's completely understandable. At least you have a heart. The moral playthrough is always a really fun one.
Okay, that's in our game, George Martin is not just scenario creator, but also the main designer, at least at this stage.
George Marlin is just the jack of all trades. Just kind of the goat. He's the best person on the team.
What if George Martin is writing scenario and George Carlin working on graphics?
It's each side of his personality.
Sounds absolutely cool. Okay, we are going to finish with this game and I'm going to get a title for that. Okay, just getting to the bug fixes. Okay, I've got several suggestions to name the game, like Game Dev Story. Sounds good for a simulation robots.
It's the story of two games falling in love.
Maybe that's a drama about Harry, California.
Ooh, an 8, alright. Another 8.
No!
Oh, come on, a 9.
Just 1 point from getting to Hall of Fame. Okay,
we're so close.
But we have an option to hire more employees from Hollywood agency. And while we are hiring, we can no more contracts, please. Another fantasy RPG. Okay, I need to just cancel this game and start once again. Okay. Noob Overton is a valued member of my team. He is valued member of literally every team.
Yes, Noob Overton is the GOAT. There's a lot of GOATs in this game, honestly. Honestly, every character is just incredible in their own right. They're all the best.
Well,
Game dev is a euphemism for toe sucking. I, I couldn't agree more.
absolutely.
Ooh, we're doing good. Our game's selling well. The game direction matches. The fun is quite high.
Yeah, we are okay. Hollywood Agency, new.
Sandy Claus, Dexter McPhee,
Okay. Okay,
Walt Sydney.
Walt Sydney is someone we are definitely hiring. And
by
I believe we
Android.
we have money for one hacker just to not get too low in money, because we'll have around 6.4 million capital right now. It's okay.
It's okay. We sometimes you just have to spend
Okay,
money to make money.
our secretary said that she has a little amount of money to help us, so we have 150,000 more.
Put a small little dent in our $4 million in debt, but that's all right. We'll get it figured out.
Yeah, it's quite surprising, because usually I'm getting this help from our secretary at year one, when hiring first employees, but this time her just a little bit money were saved till year 5, when we became game corporation, I could say. Game Dev
And as you
Story
can see-
had million hit copies.
It's perfect. Everyone loves
amazing.
it. It's a masterpiece. Masterpiece.
Absolutely.
The graphics and sound are doing, the graphics and gameplay are doing incredible right now. We haven't gotten to sound yet, but I'm sure that's going to do incredible when we get there.
Absolutely. And
Walt Sydney's going to make the
Sydney.
greatest soundtrack you've ever heard. Look at him go. The soundtrack's so good it's adding gameplay value to it. That's how good it is. And as you can see, now that we've started to hire these higher end staff,
Okay,
we're getting
we really have
bigger
good
bulk.
stats. We need to have some nice title. Do we have anything in Discord? Let me check for a second. Or maybe Twitch one?
Sundray Sim?
Okay, let's take it.
Ooh, a masterpiece. Nine's alright.
9 out-
Yes!
9 out of 10
Yes!
Golden Hall of Fame!
Yeah!
That could be nominated for Game of the Year, but it probably will not
huge.
get. But we are able to create sequel of Tsundere Sim just a little bit later. Okay. Now we need to make. Okay, it was fantasy RPG, not a simulation.
Ironically enough, wasn't
Okay.
even the right kind of game. Dexter McPhee's gonna write this one, it looks like. Let's see how he does with this. Oh, here we go. Here's where it's all gonna come pouring in. Alright, Goody's on for that 5th time. That's gonna really get us that extra bump.
Okay, now at the moment when we have hackers for our company, we have pretty much good opportunity to create Hall of Fame games, because they will have enough game stats.
Here we go. Here's the awards.
One Man's Sky, Best
One Man's
Graphics,
Sky.
Tsundere Sim,
Tsundere Sim.
Best Music, Game Dev Story Runner-Up,
Ooh, we got close.
and Grand
We can
Prix
still get
Hack and
it?
Fill
Ah.
from CampCon. Okay, maybe next time.
3 game awards under our belt is still nothing to sneeze at. Tsundere Sim 2, The Quest for P. Well, that's what the sequel will be titled. What are we gonna name this current dating sim? What kind of
Okay,
character is
another.
George Marlin making right now?
Okay, I believe we have enough money just to hire another one time. And some music. Stefan Jobson is great at composing music.
Ooh, not the greatest. Only
Okay,
not a huge amount.
not a huge, but more or less okay. Okay. Shigeto Minamoto, I'm sorry.
Goodbye.
Your job is done there. And we missed one hacker, I believe. Or not. Or we've hired all of them. Oh, all of them. Yeah, I remembered that. And yeah, this one is that Mr. X and King Akbar are secret characters that are unlocking for game sales numbers, I believe. Okay, TV show a segment about Tsundere Sim. Unbelievable.
Ooh, Nippon is releasing their new console. Not even as many as the Game Kid, though. What are you gonna do?
Okay, we need another title. For probably not the Hall of Fame game. Let's take something from. We've got.
I like Yandere Sim. We know our market. I'm sure they didn't intend to put "We know our market" as the title, but I think if it's Yandere Sim, we know our market. If we can put
Okay,
that, that'd be funny.
I'll just take another title from Discord this time.
Okay.
Scarlet Heart.
An 8, alright. A 7, it's okay. A 9.
Okay,
Oh,
that's really
all
close to Hall of Fame. That's okay-ish. What we are doing now? We are doing sequel.
This is it.
Okay, we are going to use that bull just to restore an energy, just because we want to create a really amazing game. At least we are going to get a try.
Tsundere Sim 2: The Quest for P will be the greatest game of all time, I believe.
Absolutely. Okay, let's take a look. Pretty nice points for scenario.
Really good points.
And when we are starting sequel, we are getting some points from basic game. So there is a big chance that sequel is getting to be even better than first part. And this time I believe we are going to try with this game boosting. And we are getting additional points for creativity from Stefan Jobson. Thank you.
Put us right over that 100 mark for creativity.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Everything's doing really good so far.
And we really need nice graphic points. Should we roll it? I'll try to restart the game just to get into the closest autosave and try to reroll
Hopefully get a little better RNG on that. Wasn't the greatest.
Okay, I need to make a manual save just to skip this creativity boost step. Okay, this one seems better.
Yeah, this one is doing much, much better.
Absolutely, and 5th time. Okay, plus
Perfect.
50 points easily.
Look at that. These are. I think we're easily going to get comfortably over 100 on each thing, and we haven't even gotten to focusing on music yet.
That's true. Okay, we have enough money just to hire some extend employee. Milk Pudinsky is going to create a soundtrack for us this time. Let's take a look how he's doing that.
We flew Milk Pudinsky all the way out from France just for this soundtrack, and wow, they are putting they are putting the work into it. Oh my lord.
That's really
85
amazing.
is...
My god. Do I have graphic booster bought? No, not really.
Oh.
I can't. Yeah, probably to have a Game of the Year award, we have to get 150 points of every stat. And this time we are just... Okay, our development lost some points. Okay, that's exactly.
So as you can see, we haven't talked about that random event yet. We have had there.
Yeah, sorry. Continue.
So the random events happen sometimes. They can be power outages or equipment failures, and they can just knock points off your game. As you can see, we lost a ton of points there, but it doesn't even matter because we still got our Hall of Fame back, so we can continue to make sequels to Tsundere Sim. We can make 3.
Absolutely.
And that's what matters.
Oh, okay. And we just are continuing making Roman simulations. I believe this time we'll get into Hall of Fame. Oh, that's really bad.
That's
we are going to reroll that. Absolutely.
Yikes.
Okay. Okay, this time we didn't get it.
Alright, so I guess our restart also changed Tsundere Sim to the quest for P.
Now we have some subtitle. Okay. Okay, I'll not capitalize it. Please shorten the content.
Put P quest.
Okay.
There we go. There we go. A 9, alright.
10! 9. And another 9.
Yeah, there we go.
Our first 10 out of 10. From at least one expert. But the most important is that that got not just in Hall of Fame, but Golden Hall of Fame.
Exactly. That'll help us hopefully be able to secure something close to Game of the Year. Maybe not a Game of the Year, but we're getting close.
Okay, he's kidding. Another reroll.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll just 2 10 out of 3 10.
3.
Okay, almost 10 out of 10.
Still 3 10 out of 10s is nothing to sneeze at.
Okay, I made a manual save to save this score this time.
Alrighty, there we go. Now he's pumping it out. That's our guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Quest for P, #1 on the sales charts. Incredible.
Okay, I just want to see now TV segment about this game. What are exactly the sales? Okay, don't want to spend for this game, as it's even not a sequel. Okay, we can just take a look at sales for our great sequel.
Looks like graphics on this one are going to be pretty good.
Sure. To be honest,
Absolutely great roll.
I don't think this game is our candidate for GOTY, but that could be another game series for Hall of Fame. Okay, this time we are going to buy all the boosts to make sure we can have additional stats in case of something. And some of the soundtracks. To be honest, I'm not going to reroll sound even if it's going to be bad. I believe we have enough stats to get into Hall of Fame, and that's pretty much enough. Skill.
Got a nice little hype line going out. I think 173 in creativity would be more than enough to get us to that.
Okay, we need another game title.
To
Do you have
sequel.
something?
We have Tsundere Sim the threesome for the next one in that franchise. Someone in Twitch chat suggested Metroid Zelda Returns to trigger chat.
Which one? Can you copy something to my Discord?
Yeah, I'll DM it. There you go.
Cool.
A 9. Good start. Perfect.
And almost 9 out of
Hey,
10.
Hall of Fame this.
Still Hall of Fame.
People are liking it. People are loving it.
Okay, this time we are going to play seriously, but we are going to get one little contract just to get a little more research points. We don't need money, as you can see, at all, but we need just a little bit more research points, if I'm not mistaken. And let's take a look at if we have trained George Marlin once again, just to add some additional points. Okay, we are getting level 5 producer just in a couple of seconds. And as far as we have all jobs trained at level 5, we are unlocking a new job for him. That's let's take a look. Hardware engineer. This job allows us to create our own game console, to create our own games on it.
And when you create games for your own console, you don't have to pay any licensing fees on the game, so you make that little extra bit of money off the game. You also don't have to do the initial license cost either.
Yeah, unfortunately that will be not covered in this speedrun because creating a nice console requires lots of time. But if you are interested, feel free to create something awesome. Okay, what we are going to do right now is to use that dead pool that we have to restore all the energy, save game, and start sequel of Thunder Sim Part 2. That's kind of prequel of Thunder Sim. Okay, and George Martin, hardware engineer, is getting back to this scenario.
395 points on it. I think he's gonna write the greatest video game of all time.
Quite promising. Okay, and as we are starting to create a treacle, feel free to suggest any subtitles for it.
Very incredible start on that first roll, by the way.
Absolutely. And we are getting to use all the stuff available because we really believe this could be Game of the Year this time. We are using self-help book to motivate as far as it's efficient, because starting from third usage it will have no effect. We have some happy events about having great sales and getting into magazines and TV stuff. Great. Okay, it's time for design, and we are going to use Dexter McPhee for that. It's really important to get pretty high stats for this game this time, and I believe we'll have at least 15 graphic points. Barely. Are we going to roll that? I guess yes, we are going.
This seemed like a reroll. I think we can do much better than 45. I think Dexter's better than a 45 in graphics.
Yeah, how about hiring Kim Poster? Let's take a look what he's going to do. He's going to do something bad. I already see that.
Let's see, third time's a charm.
Okay, Dexter McPhee, your second attempt. Okay, this time seems promising. Already more than 40. Huge, man.
Big money numbers here.
Absolutely.
Great roll. It looks like with this one we very well could get over our 150 for each one barrier. We just need the music to do really good here.
Yeah. What we want to do? Okay. At least once. Pudinsky made a great soundtrack. Let's give him another chance. Okay, and we are out of time to get subtitle for the treacle of Thunder Sim, so feel free to leave your suggestions. We are almost done with that game, and we are going to use that sound boost that we bought from Salesman, just to little bit tune the stats.
Just to get those extra 7 points. Those are gonna be worth it.
We can easily grab them.
Right.
And we can also use creativity boost just to get beautiful over 200 stats.
Just to really get the edge off them. Perfect.
Okay.
Someone said subtitle tribute.
Tribute. Okay, let's go with that. That's our Game of the Year candidate.
I think this is a 10. A
Nah.
10. Aww.
Okay,
It's
they
alright.
don't understand anything in games. That's
Yeah,
totally fine.
they're just bad critics, I think.
Absolutely. Let's just wait till the Game Awards for year
Or we'll
6.
prove them all wrong.
Okay, we are not going to do anything else. We are just waiting till the middle of December.
We're gonna
Month,
pray we
12,
win
week
Game of the
3.
Year. Looks like this game's about to outsell our previous game in its 7th week. Or it's not gonna outsell it just yet, but we're getting close.
Okay. Some window just appeared accidentally. And... Okay, let's go to Game Awards.
Here we go.
have 4 games. And Best Design, Scarlet Heart. Best
Alright.
Music, Metroid, Zelda Returns. Runner-up, Thunder Sim 2, Quest for P. Worst game,
Alright.
Tower. That's great. And Grand Prix goes to Thunder
Yeah!
Sim 3 Tribute, and that's time.
Yes!
Let's
Tribute!
go, chat.
Yeah!
We got Game of the Year award. And
What a
that's
run.
pretty much all for this speedrun. We've got Grand Prix, we've got amazing game studio with pretty lots of money, which can grab even more money, and create its own console. And this game continues till year 20, and we can get anything we want. We can just get our own console and create games which will have 40 million sales. But that is not covered for this speedrun. Our target was to get Grand Prix, and we've got it.
We got exactly what we needed, baby. Pretty good time for a marathon run, I'd say, as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for watching, for participating. And I believe if you're interested, feel free to join our Discord. There are currently around 3 persons actually participating, so the game is absolutely not optimized and anything else. So feel free to join. At least we have friendly chatting, and we have some amount of emojis, so feel free to join and look around. We'll be happy to see anyone.
Absolutely. It's a very fun game to run. Tycoon games are really just fun to run, having these nice optimized runs. It's always fun to see the RNG be broken. And we'd love to have more people to run the game with, honestly.
Okay, bro, that's pretty much it. Thank you for joining. Obscurathon is continuing with which game? Let me take a look. We'll have Sonic Colors. Enjoy the Obscurathon. Stay tuned.
Thank you for hosting us. Thank you for letting us come show our funny mobile game in this nice speedrunning setting.
Bye, everyone.
I think that wraps it up for us. Have a great rest of your night, everyone.